Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive.
Marketing Tech Blog.
We talk a lot about WordPress, right?
Yep.
You guys love WordPress. We love WordPress. So nice discovery. Discovered a paid plugin, which is always like there's this enemy thing going between WordPress and their paid.
Well, you really have to excel to be a paid WordPress plugin.
I think you do. But I like the fact that you can pay for some of them. You can get support. You
got that right.
I want these guys to be able to make a living, but found Pippity, Pippity. It's
I just want you to say that name again.
Pippity.
Thank you.
Pippity.
I appreciate that.
Pippity is a pop-up plugin.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pippity is a WordPress pop-up plugin.
There you go.
Pippity is a WordPress pop-up plugin. It's a really cool tool. Basically, what they've done is they've actually created kind of a theme directory for pop-ups. These are, and they have automatic settings. So if you want, if you've ever been to a site and you see a div, and this is a div pop-up, this isn't one of those evil, it opens a new window behind or in front.
Pop under.
This is literally overlays a new layer onto the page, and you might have a subscription form on there or whatever.
So what does that mean for the people who don't know
what that means is basically people are visiting your website every single day, and a lot of them don't take the time to actually
not your website.
Yeah, not your website.
Well, nobody goes to mine.
They actually don't take the time to click through and either subscribe or download or whatever.
Right.
These overlays are a little bit more in your face, so they're interruptive.
Okay.
So as you're reading the page, maybe 30 seconds into it, up pops and says, hey, if you really like our content, do this or do that. People, opponents of it say, oh my God, you got something that's in my way. I hate
sound
your
really
site.
terrible.
I know, they do too. That's exactly the way they sound. But proponents of it will tell you that the click-through rates on these and the subscription rates are incredibly high. That it really does entice people into connecting with you.
Okay.
They have a bunch of different ones. They have like a drop-down toolbar. They have a pop-up window. They have all kinds of different themes. They're all very nicely built. So I'd encourage people to go check it out. And you can set things like only on first visit. And
I like that.
And then it even comes with its own A/B tester. So you
cool.
can actually test like multiple kinds of pop-ups and see which one gets the most response, which is really cool.
Gotta be able to test this stuff.
Yeah, you got to test the stuff. We did a little test on our own. So we were talking about Google Co-Occurrence, and this is pretty cool. This is Nikhil, our SEO analyst, basically did a post and, he was doing a test where he noticed that WordPress, when he did a search for WordPress, came up this description. It was like a semantic something engine. But he noticed that was nowhere on the WordPress site. So at WordPress.com, it was and I can tell you exactly what it was, a semantic personal publishing platform. Now, it's the meta description. So it's the description below the entry in the search engine page, but it is nowhere on their website. It's not in their meta description. It's not in their website. It's not on any automatic website that points to the website. Yet,
it got in there.
It's the description. So Nikhil did some testing, and lo and behold, he found that it's probably one of the most popular terms that describes WordPress.
Okay.
And it's off of another site, off of a different site. What we're getting at here is that WordPress didn't put their own meta description in. So they didn't dictate what they wanted to be the description. But this is a pretty fascinating thing that Google actually took a term off of a different site
and put
it in place.
Because there was maybe a vacuum, or did they actually look at the more the richness of those terms and the?
You said they didn't put the meta in, right?
Yeah, they did not have a meta description.
So it sounds like it was a vacuum.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine them. Like, can you imagine like a bad branding of a client that gets put into the meta description?
That would be funny.
Because that's what they're known for.
Yeah.
No way.
Wow.
But it just goes to show you the power of Google, that that they understand what the terms are that your site should be ranking for, whether you utilize them or not.
Oh.
They know the keywords that your site.
I don't like that.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You're listening to Edge of the Web Radio with Douglas Carr from Marketing Tech Blog. Sorry, just wanted to let listeners know that.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about business-to-business alternative marketing. If you've got a business out there and you've got competitors, believe it or not, when people are either upset at the competitor or they're researching it, they will do searches. Very common searches that people will do are alternative to. So let's say it was Google, alternative to Google, similar to Google, alternative website like Google.
Right.
People do these searches millions of times a day. What we've seen, and our client does a fantastic job at it, is FormStack actually put up an internal web page and it said alternative to Wufoo. Wufoo is another form, service out there. Now, they didn't bash their competitors. They were actually very gracious, but they put, here are the distinct differences between our services.
Nice.
And it's one of their number one converting pages.
That's really good strategy.
It's
right
at
there.
the top of the search engine results for alternative to Wufoo. So think about that when you're building your own business. Now, again, I would say you have to be a nice person about this. If you start saying disparaging or untrue things about your competitors, you're going to get in trouble. But letting your competitors know, or letting the audience know that you are an alternative to another service, is not illegal or any way, shape, or form.
Doug, we actually sometimes suggest our clients when we're going down that road is actually put together more a helpful type of how to compare services. Maybe not actually
great idea.
target the particular company, but here's what you should do, and here's a checklist of things of actually how to vet out one service as opposed to another.
Put out a white paper on it. Put out how do you pick a in Indianapolis SEO company?
Just search Indiana SEO. And if they come to the top, you need to.
but this is literally use their name, because that's what people are doing. If you wanted an alternative to, let's say, QuickBooks, which is an invoicing and accounting app, you would write in Google alternative to QuickBooks,
and FreshBook pops
right
up.
FreshBooks is up there, but they're companies aren't capitalizing on that because they get a little bit, worried about playing that game. As long as you're honest and truthful, it's not a bad thing. We have a social scoring engagement article that is that's fantastic, put out by Right On Interactive. They have a new white paper. If you subscribe to the Marketing Tech Blog, you'll get a download link on Monday for it. So read up on that, and that's just showing how people's activity on social is impacting their activity to the conversion trail. So they will talk to you more, they will retweet, they will, and those are indicators of behavior.
Absolutely.
The last one that I wanted to talk about was UpCity. This is previously DIY SEO. I'm so glad they changed their name. But UpCity is basically an inbound marketing site for small businesses. We talk a lot with there's all these fantastic SEO platforms out there that are thousands of dollars a month. Literally, they're thousands of dollars a month. And then there's all these social apps out there that are thousands of dollars a month. The fascinating thing about UpCity is a small business can get in the door for like $49 a month.
I think it's 20.
20?
Yeah,
okay, 20.
Started.
And it basically gives you a checklist of things to do to help your social and search engagement. It's not thorough. It's very basic, but for the price, it's fantastic.
I think it's great, and I think they even have they'll take more of that and do it for you, where it's like 150 starting. So website optimization, local optimization, social media optimization, reputation management, and blogging. They basically help you do all of those things.
All right.